Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Excel today. I'm here, and Joe is here as the letter J. No,
I am here.
his
My
camera
camera.
just wasn't working. Or honestly, it's probably our OBS here, Streamlabs. Sometimes it has issues, but we will be moving to a different OBS. In fact, you guys will see it later today in action at 9 a.m. As we have a one of our uh, learning events with Michelle. There'll be Carly and Darren will be there to go over that event. I'll be in the background there, handling the chat and everything like that. But anyways, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great week. It's Friday. I'm sure everyone's happy that it's Friday. I know for some people it's already Saturday or in the late evening Friday. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you've all had it. Either you're starting a Friday or you're wrapping up a Friday. But anyways, welcome to the show. I don't really have too many updates that we had last time, Joe, because we went over a whole bunch.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's sad because I have like my Christmas outfit on right now. I was so excited to show everyone because it's December 1st. So I was like, holiday spirit. Because I don't know if we're gonna do another show before Christmas because I'm so
Yeah. I have a lot of PTO towards the end of the year. I'll
yeah.
be out of the country for most of the month, so it's either going to be the next 2 weeks or nothing, man.
Yeah.
We'll find out, though. We'll find out. It's always hard to schedule a new show. I only have a plain cup, but this is like my super sized coffee cup. This is like when I need all the energy in the morning. This
Oh,
thing is
that's
huge.
awesome.
You can kind of tell it's a massive coffee cup. But yeah, plain, but it gets the job done because I'm just trying to get as much caffeine as possible. I will give some quick updates. And Joe, we just talked about this yesterday. We are beginning to set up our recording session for the Office 365 videos. We did have one quick question, and if you guys could drop it in the chat if you use this or not. Do you guys use Copilot? It just launched last month on November 1st. And if you don't know what Copilot is the new AI tool that Microsoft is integrating with all of the Office products. So it'll help you do all sorts of things in those products. Like you can write in like, hey, like how can I do a mail merge? Can you turn this into a mail merge? And it'll help you turn it into a mail merge in Word. Or if you're using Excel, you can say like, hey, can you turn these two can you make a pivot table out of this data set? So it's going to auto do those things for you. We haven't messed around with it enough to see how much that automation will really be done and everything like that, and how efficient it really will be. And honestly, as we always say, the stuff is just got out there. So, like the standard business practices for how it will be used at most businesses hasn't been established yet, or if most businesses will even enable and use it. That's a whole nother thing. But we just want to know, do you guys know about Copilot? And then are you looking forward to learning about Copilot? Because it is something that we're looking to integrate into our new videos. But we would love to have your guys' feedback if it's something that you're even thinking about using or anything like that. Just so that we make videos that are more relevant to your actual work at work. That's what we try to always do is make the best videos that help you, that actually help you, as opposed to just covering things that that aren't used, so to speak. Yeah, that's about it on that. So yeah, we're ramping up for those Office 365 videos. So that'll be Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, all that. Those will be coming next year, probably starting in March. Hopefully, you guys will start seeing those roll out January. We're starting Tableau, and this is actually a pretty long Tableau series. It's about 6 videos long, and then we'll be going into WordPress, and then we're going to do Excel for finance and accounting. So that's kind of the tentative schedule moving forward. And then just a quick FYI, we will not, the week of Christmas, that Friday, I can't remember the date. I think it's the 29th. That day we won't have a video just because of observance of the Christmas holiday. Most of us in the media department over here at Learnit will be out. So that's just the only day that we won't have a video, that Friday. But all the other Fridays we will have a video. So that's the update for the channel. Yeah, that's it. I said there wasn't a lot, and then I just rambled on for like 5 minutes about a bunch of updates.
No, I'm excited for them though. I mean, for real. And yeah, definitely let us know about Copilot because it is something that's going to be a game changer, right? And I'm super excited to just see how these companies are going to utilize it, what sort of problems are they going to solve, or how they're going to just use it. So yeah, it's very exciting times with AI. But with
Yeah.
that said,
Mhm.
all these applications are updating, and that's why we're here today. I just wanted to show you this really cool update with Google. I've actually been waiting for this for a while because we've had Teams, we have had Slack. Um, so I was just waiting for Google to sort of change their interface a little bit. And I'm going to showcase how to turn that on.
All right. Yeah, Google Workspace. And guys, I know we just did a bunch of videos, but we make those videos before and then the updates come out after. It's always like that. We try to stay as updated as possible, but there's definitely been some major updates on the Google Workspace end.
Yeah, let's see if
Hopefully your screen share will work.
I am okay. Entire screen and
Yeah, we got it. All right. Letting you
yeah.
take over, Joe.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, I was in Google the other day and I just love the way they did this. So it is a feature that's hidden. I don't know why. Hopefully they'll turn it back on, but I just wanted to showcase. So this is my email and this is the original interface. So if you decide to change anything, I did change the theme here, as you can see in the background. If you did want to do that, you could go up to the settings and you could just change one of the themes here. You could always go back to the original theme. But I love this quick settings, by the way. They can change the density of your emails. If you're like, I don't want to see these attachments here, you can always change the density and say comfortable, or you can even get into compact. Me personally, I like the default. You also have in the themes as well. And like I said, I do like this theme here. They have quite a few of them if you want to view them all. And they have some solidified ones too if you're like, I'm not really feeling the pictures. So, and then one of my favorite things right now is this, apps in Gmail. So like I said, this is pretty hidden because not a lot of people know to go to quick settings to turn it on. This will actually change your interface and add all your apps over here on the left-hand side. But it does so much more than that. It doesn't only add in chat or meet, it now adds in what's known as spaces. So these workspaces allow for us to very much so collaborate with our colleagues. And it's like Teams and Slack, which is great. And you also get a status as well. So it really does change the way you work in Gmail, and I'm finding it really amazing. So let me show you an example of this. First off, you want to go over to your settings again, get to your quick settings, and go to customize chat and meet. Once you do that, you're going to turn on both of these. You can utilize Google Chat just to do quick chatting, threaded chats, one-on-one, or even small group chats with people, or Google Meet, where you can create a video conference, right? Just like Teams or Slack, we can create a virtual meeting. But it does also add in here the Workspace. It just doesn't say that here because Workspace is part of like Google Chat. So when you click on both of those and you click done, it's going to prompt you to reload. And now this is what it's going to look like. So there's a couple of differences here. First off, it has my new theme. Second, it has this navigation bar where we can choose between just looking at our emails, choose between our chat, our workspaces, or even Google Meet. And I really like this integration because it's super easy to use and we don't have to leave Gmail to go to another app. Besides this navigation bar, you also have up top here the status. And once again, this works very similar to any of these other communication and collaboration platforms where we can change our status. Say if we're available or if we don't want to be disturbed, we can go up top and say, do not disturb, and I'll mute the chat notifications. I could set myself as away or even add a status to say, be back in 5 minutes. You can also change your chat notification settings here too to either allow the pop-ups, and they do little bubble pop-ups, I like it, get a certain notification sound, get email notifications, or even schedule your do not disturb. You can block users, block spaces. You can also access smart compose, smart reply, autocorrect settings here. And then once you're done, just click done. Now, what I'm really proud of here with Google is the workspace. We're going to get to that in a second, but let's start off with the chat. Once again, this chatting is super simplistic. You could jump straight into a chat with somebody. For instance, I could click on new chat and start chatting with anyone in my contacts list. Or you could just add somebody if I just add in an email. Now it's going to say that they're not found here. So you do have to add them first into your contacts, which is over here on the right-hand side. And then once you add them in your contacts, you can then start chatting with them. They do need to have a Gmail account, so just keep that in mind. You can't chat outside of Gmail with them. You would have to send emails for that. But if they are within Gmail, you can chat with them directly. So you'll see here I was chatting with myself to show an example of how this looks. Hey, hello, how are you? And you have those emoji systems where you can like something or you can smile at it or, just all different types of things. And the best part about these one-on-one chats is, once again, you can share files. Yes, you don't have to do file attachments. You can just upload a file, whether you upload a file from your computer or maybe you want to access your drive, you can do that. So I really do like these. They have a little plus icon. This is some of the Workspace tools they have, like attached drive files. So if you need to attach a file from your Google Drive, you can. Computer would be over here. And you can do calendar invites and also install other apps here for chatting. So a lot of integration. You have, of course, formatting tools. You have your emojis, GIFs, and then you can start and jump straight into a video meeting if you want. Now, besides this, another thing that we can do is the video meetings. So video meeting, new meeting, join with a code if they give you a code. So when you click on new meeting, it'll give you that meeting code and you can give it to whoever you want. And then later on, you can join a meeting with that same code. And then you just paste it in and click join. You'll see scheduled meetings as well. So if you do schedule a meeting on Google Meet, it will be here, which is nice, everything in one place. But once again, this is taking a lot of inspiration from these tools that we've been using for years now, right? Teams, Slack, Zoom. So all of that's kind of integrating now with Google's products. Now, the biggest thing that I like here is Spaces. Spaces act like Teams, right? And you can create a space. And when you click into that space, we get three things. We get the ability to chat with a group of people about a project or a topic that we're working on. We get to upload files regarding that project or topic, and we can assign tasks to people in this group or space by project and topic. So everything is super organized. So let's say that I'm working on a new onboarding system with Ben. I can just click new space, create a space, name it new onboarding. We'll say new onboarding project. I'll say this space is for conversations, files, and tasks that are associated with the new onboarding process. That description is optional, but it always is a great idea to give something nice, short, and simple. And then you can start to enter in who's going to be part of this, right? So I'm going to enter in my other email here. Remember, that's coming from my contacts, and I'll click create. Now at this point, it creates your little team here, right? Or space. And you'll see we have chats, files, and tasks. So I can quickly chat with everyone in this space. I could say, hey, everyone. You can use Shift Enter to skip down lines. And I could say, hey, everyone, super excited to be a part of this project. And put a little smiley face. You can use just regular smileys, or you can even navigate some of those emojis. And I'll put a smiley face there and send this out. Remember, we do have formatting options, so you can, bold, italicize, underline. Nothing too crazy, but you can still strike out, create lists, and also link. And then I'll just send this. Now, everyone will see this. They'll get a little notification at the bottom of their Gmail, and they'll see that notification over here. And then They can like this, they can reply to it, they can, right, reply in a threaded message. And it just keeps everything in one place instead of emails where they could be all over the place. Not only that, but we can also attach files here. I can add a file right away. Whether I want to add it from my drive, upload from my computer, whatever I like, things that have been shared with me. Let's just say I want to upload something like this, Fun with Joe. And I insert that. Now everyone will have access to this and we can work together. And then I can send this out. So you'll see it here. We have our file. They can click into it and we can work in this in real time. So if there's 2 people in this file, it would work. So for example, I'm going to go on my other screen here, and it's been acting a little weird with Gmail, so don't mind me if it's doing something weird. But I'm going to go into this new onboarding process here. And I'll click on the file and open it up as well. And I'll show you that real-time collaboration, which is pretty awesome. Like I said, it's been acting a little weird, so don't mind me if it's not coming up here. And then I will open it up as well. And then once we both have it opened up, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little weird for me on my other computer. It's not playing well with my other computer, so but let's see. I might be able to still get it. It gave me the sad face, so probably not. But you will notice real-time collaboration in here regardless. So once you go in, oh, it's actually working now, yay. Okay, so now I'll click over into H5, and you're gonna see that my other self is in H5 while I'm over here, and let's say D3. And we can both type, like it's working in real time. So I could say hello on my other computer, it'll pop up, and then I'll say, how are you on this computer? And you'll see that integration live, which is awesome. All right. Now, what I love so much about this as well is that you do have all the same capabilities in your Google Sheets because it is online. So everything's here for you. You don't have to worry about different version histories or things like that. Everything is just saved right here. But another thing that's really cool about this whole workspace system in Gmail is the ability to assign tasks, right? So if I go into the task section, I can start to create tasks for this person, right? I can say, hey, I'm going to add a space task. I'm going to add the title of this task. I'll say contact HR department. And I'll set a due date for this. I'm going to say this is due by Monday. I'll assign it to the other Joe, right? Me on my other computer. And I'll add some details. I'll say, make sure to get their thoughts on where to start with onboarding. Because HR has a lot to do with the onboarding process. I'll add this in here, and now it's actually in the tasks. So they'll get a notification in their task list over here. So they do have their own tasks that you can open up. It is directly connected to this. I personally don't have any tasks yet, but they will on their end. And then when they log into their workspace, they can go in and say if they've done it or not. And I'll try this again. We'll see if it works. Like I said, it's been being a little weird lately in terms of the way that it's working with Google Chrome on my other computer. I think I might just need to update Google Chrome. Here we go. Now it's working really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go over, I have a notification on my end, and then I'll go in and I'll see the task. And what you can do with those tasks, or you can check mark them, right? So I can see here, oh, somebody assigned me a task. And in the chat, this is what it looks like. It has a little created a task for Joe, contact HR department, so they can even see it in the chat. Then they'll go in, they'll go to their tasks, and it's still not working, unfortunately, on my other computer. But they can check mark it, and then it will showcase here in real time. So they'll be able to check mark it. Let's see if I could quickly click on this task. And, ooh, I think I was able to do it. Yes. All right. There it goes. And you saw that in real time. They clicked it on their computer, but it comes through on this one. So yeah, this is really great. We always will get those notifications. I can go through chat now and see that this was completed. There's one thing that was unread, and I'll see completed a task, and I'll say, great job. And then send this out. And they'll receive that too. So I really do like how simplistic this is. There's nothing too much going on. Always remember that if you want to do a one-on-one chat, that's great. That's for like if you're doing like one thing with a team member and hey, I just want to chat with you. But if you're working on multiple projects together, it might be a good idea to create a space for that. If you're having a lot of communication, a lot of file sharing and tasks associated with something, then I would definitely use a space. But if you're just asking them to do something one-off, then use a chat. It'll be simple enough. If you need to meet with them virtually, then do a Google Meet, and then you can create a new meeting. So really awesome. I love this integration. Remember, you have to go to the settings and go to custom, right? Chat and meeting, customize, and turn them on. Otherwise, you won't see them. I wish that Google would just turn this on for us, but it is not by default. You do have to search for it a little bit. But once you have it, really cool integration here. And it sort of changes the way that you're going to be using Google, right? But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, we'll open it up for any questions that you may have. A couple other things that you might want to take a look at real quick in all of the settings. And these are just little tips from me to you because I know sometimes how Google can be. If you wanted to, if your inbox still looks like this, right? And you're like, I really don't like primary, promotions, and social, that's okay. You can change it. Just go into your settings, go to see all settings, go into your inbox, and then you'll just choose or deselect the promotions and the social. That way you only have the primary. I personally like it that way. It's totally up to you. This is just really preference at that point. But I just like one clean inbox. Another thing that's really cool is that you can also access, if you go to advanced, your templates. So these are typically turned off by default. You can go in, turn on templates, and also turn on custom keyboard shortcuts. When you're able to customize your keyboard shortcuts, you'll get a new setting here where you can then make your own keyboard shortcuts that make sense to you. Pretty cool. And then as for the templates, all you have to do is compose a message, keep it in draft mode like this, go to your little more options, and go to templates, and you'll see it here. If you don't have it turned on, you won't see it. And then I just created a welcome template, but you could save a draft as a template and then save it as a new draft. You could delete templates or just quickly click on this. Look how cool that is. And I can put the customer's name in. And now my message is just typed for me. So yeah, really awesome. You can do templates, keyboard shortcuts that are customized, and turn on your workspace. But with that said, I'm going to end right there. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, ask a lot of questions if you have any in the chat box. But yeah, Google is just, I'm super impressed with what they did here.
Yeah, actually, I'm super impressed too. I didn't even know that this change had taken place.
Yeah.
They're doing a really good job of announcing it.
We did not. I know. I just stumbled upon it and I was like, what? This is awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't remember any of those announcements or anything like that. And usually I'm pretty on top of those things as, we always try to want to get the newest and best stuff for you guys to learn. Sorry, I was just looking back. My dog is on the prowl. Usually she's outside. Nope, there she is. But yeah, thank you, Joe, for all of that. If you guys have any questions or anything like that about Google Workspace or really anything at all, if you Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Joe knows it all. So, feel free to ask any questions you want here in the chat. Just a quick reminder, we have you're going to see kind of the new format of the events moving forward at 9 today with Darren and Michelle. They're going to have kind of like a fireside chat, is from what I understand today. And then we have our Tableau. Tableau will be launching today at 9:30 as usual. So that premiere will happen. So we got a lot of things going on today, this Friday. So check them all out. It all helps us support the channel. And if we don't have any questions coming in, I do want to take this moment to thank our subscribers. We hit 600,000. I forgot that major channel update right there.
Awesome.
We hit 600,000 subscribers. Really want to thank everyone for their support. Everyone who's liked, commented, watched, or anything like that. Thank you so much for helping us get to 600,000. That was kind of a stretch goal we had this year, was to get to 600,000, and you guys made it happen with 1 month ago. So I really want to thank everyone. And super special thanks to all of our members. We're almost to 100. Maybe the next goal can be to get to 100 members by the end of the year. But you guys have shown so much support and love for the channel. That helps us keep creating more and more new videos for you guys. And I promise I'm working on the After Effects video. I know that's one that gets requested a lot. It's been a struggle to find an instructor for that. Usually it's pretty easy to find instructors, but After Effects seems to be kind of a different beast. I've had a couple people lined up to do it, and then we've had them, go off and start the recordings, and then we didn't get anything back from them. So it's not for a lack of trying, guys. We've really been trying to get that After Effects video done. But I'm hoping we can get it done for you guys next year. But you're going to see, I'll just give you kind of an overview of what we're hoping to do next year real quick. It's just to fill a little bit of time here. And again, if you guys have any questions about anything, about the channel, about any of that, feel free to put it in the chat. But yeah, we're definitely going to be heavy on the Office 365 stuff, but we're also going to be doing a lot, stepping out of the Microsoft and Google place of programs and going into things such as Notion and I'm trying to remember, Confluence. There's a few others that are like that. A lot of those project management planners you see will be getting videos created for that, and then a lot more of our videos will be kind of more role based. What that means is you might see like a video like Excel for human resources, Excel. We already talked about the Excel for finance and accounting, Word for law firms, stuff like that. You're going to see a lot more, as we call it, role-based videos. So hopefully those will be more pertinent to, what you guys are doing at work and everything like that. And then finally, just let us know if you guys have any interest in like classes such as interview skills or presentation skills. I know those are things that we've kind of covered here and there. The interview skills, I think we've maybe had one person come on and talk about that. But if those types of videos interest you, because I know a lot of people are, we see it in the comments all the time, like people say like, hey, I got a new job and I had to show off my Excel skills. I watched your videos and, it helped me, pass the test or, show my boss that I know what I'm doing. So, that's why we're kind of looking at those types of videos, just because we seem to get a lot of comments like that. But just let us know if those interest you in the comments. Just, leave it below. And, if it does, we'll try to focus on a little bit more that track of videos type too. But it's still going to be software training every Friday, guys. That's not going to change at all. There'll still be software videos every Friday, 9 a.m., holidays excluded. So I hope you guys look forward to that. If nothing else, we'll wrap it up a minute early, which is kind of rare, Joe. We hardly ever end early.
I know. Well, it is weird because, on my end, it looks like we've been 31 minutes, but
we're at 29.
Yeah, 29. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. It's this is why we're leaving. Yeah, we'll be using StreamYard next, guys. Nothing against Streamlabs or anything like that. There is some features I do like better here, but we will be moving on to StreamYard just because we've had a little bit of difficulty with some guests and everything like that. But yeah, it'll look a little bit different, but largely the same, honestly. Yeah. All right. Well, if nothing else, guys, I hope you all have a great Friday. And again, thank you for all your support. it's been a fantastic 2023. We've reached heights we didn't expect we would, and it's all thanks to you guys and your support. So thank you again. And we will be back sooner rather than later. I think this is the fastest we've done shows in quite a while. But we will be back. We're going to try to do as many shows as we can, and we're going to try to squeeze maybe 1 or 2 more in before the end of the year. Most likely 1, but we will definitely try to squeeze 1 more in to kind of just an end of the year type thing. Maybe we'll do like an overview or something like that real quick. But if nothing else, have a great Friday, guys. And Joe, anything else or last words?
Happy Friday, everyone. I really appreciate it. And
All right.
Yeah. All right.